Hello! My name is Skylight. For those of you who've been on this channel before, you know that I kind of do a lot of strategy games, card games, that sort of ilk. I'm still intending on doing all those sorts of games, but something I want to do a bit more is just kind of play games that I just am playing at the moment, and one of them is Helldivers 2, actually. I've been playing this game for quite a while now. I've got about, I think 500, 600-ish hours in this game now. I'd have to do a check here. I usually play solo, so I'm going to just be running in and doing objectives by myself. Mostly because I just prefer to kind of have a higher difficulty setting for myself, and I feel like working with other people kind of makes the game really easy in some cases, actually. I usually play on difficulty 7 here, but I have played all the way up to difficulty 10 and can solo 10, but I prefer for fun to do 7, and since this will be a series for fun, I will be doing what I find fun. And so right now we are going to be playing some of the new stuff from the Exo War Bond that just came out, and we'll be dropping right about here. So I quite like the new armor set that they introduced to this game quite a bit for bugs, because on bugs really the only thing that matters is whether or not you're keeping your distance from you and a bug, and everything else is secondary, unless you're fighting, of course, the ones that shoot you long range, but even, you know, running is good for that too. Now, of course you do die pretty quick, so it's important to, in this case, make a playset that makes you keep moving. I like to, in that case, run something like a trident, for that matter, because you can keep sort of like that kind of perfect medium distance between you and the bugs without too much fear of just dying if they get a little bit too close, because you can just run. Running Giga Grenade, I could be running Thermites here. I'm just running the Giga Grenade because it's just kind of fun. I'm running a grenade pistol to compensate for the lack of my explosive, since I'll be using the Giga Grenades to mostly just take down probably Bile Titans here. I'm loving the new Bulletstorm. I've only played one match with this game one game with this weapon so far, and I've been thoroughly impressed with it. So, Gas Dog is also pretty good now. Gas getting a buff that slows also means that we can, you know, kind of CC the opponent a bit more there. Let's see. I also want to try the Laser Sentry. Laser Sentry got a buff recently. I tried Fire Sentry a little bit ago, and that was kind of interesting, except for the fact that there's that bug right now where it doesn't kill anything close to you. So PSA, this kind of sucks right now, which is a shame. I do hope Arrowhead fixes it, but, you know, I understand how those things happen, even if I think it's a bit egregious. Okay, last stratagem. Let's go with a strafing run. These are kind of more narrow maps, and I always find just diving back, tossing a strafing run is pretty good. Actually, this loadout wouldn't have anything to kill Bile Titans that easily, but I think a couple strafing runs can do some good too. We'll give it a shot. Alright, here we are. Oh wait, no, I know what I should be running. I should be running this one, Napalm Barrage. I feel like a Napalm Barrage is pretty good here, just against bugs in general lately. I haven't really tried it too much before, so kind of experimenting it. Usually I play more of a stealth playstyle when I try these sort of games, except, you know, sometimes you want to play outside of your preferred playstyle with bugs. If you're a stealth person, you just cannot stealth against bugs. It's not going to happen. Which is fine. That's kind of one of the strengths of this front, right? So, alright. Dropping in here on the Sandstorm planet, which actually does have sandstorms, makes stealth a little bit easier if you did want to try that against bugs for whatever reason. It's not impossible, just unlikely. Okay, so we have that objective there, nest here, so I'm gonna go da-da-da-da, and then probably down and up. So, hit there first. Grab that. And I like to be tossing, if I found the Bulletstorms, just kind of basically every time they're off cooldown, honestly. It feels like there's very little reason not to, just because the cooldown is literally 60 seconds. Like, even if I full fire this the entire time, you will still have enough bullets. You will never ever run out of bullets on this weapon. A little bit of example of the recent climbing bug that got introduced to the game, which is a bit sad, but hopefully Arrow does fix that. Toss a Giga Grenade there, but this could just be a good time for the first Napalm, honestly. So that's an objective anyway. Oh, that is a Stalker? I don't like that. Oh, those are two Stalkers. That's a bit worrying for me. Okay, I need to grab that other Bulletstorm. I need to grab it quick. we are. And would you look at that, everything's pretty clear. Only problem was, I did toss out on objective I need to walk to, so what I'll do is just kind of get the perimeter here, while that kind of clears up. Maybe draw the aggro here and drag him to the fire. Make use of it instead of be hindered by it. Wow, that light pen could totally not kill that guy with armor, with heavy armor. This is a little jab at people who are currently really upset about that. I mean, I understand why you are for sentries. Like, if you genuinely do have an issue with that, I understand that. Like, sentries do have a problem with that, and I'm a bit mixed on nerfing sentries when they already nerfed the durable damage sentries. I do think that's a kind of pretty bad change, but I honestly think that the change of the armor, if without the, like, if sentries were not in the equation, is pretty cool. Like, at least for machine gun sentries, of course. Like, my beautiful laser sentry does not care about that. Laser sentry also got buffed this recent patch, so giving that a shot here. I am hearing more stalkers. I probably should, the honest truth here is, yeah, that's gonna be rough. I probably should pause on the objective and go find the stalkers. That might be objectively correct, but I'm already kind of doing this, and I already have a lot of bullet storms. Oh no. You? Yeah, we hit those. Alright, buddy. Another reason why the bullet storm is good, by the way, it is anti-tank, if you would witness that. You just have to make sure to stick it to the top of their shell if you're trying to perform that move at home. I definitely still have to watch out for these stalkers. Both of them came from the same direction, so I'm just going to toss the laser sentry here and expect them to be here to try to take it out. Well, I love laser sentry also because it's just pretty easy to toss willy-nilly off cooldown. Because even though it has like a, what, 120-second cooldown? Something like that? Yeah, they're about 2 minutes as it looks like. Is that true? Yeah, about 2 minutes. But even though it's got about 2 minutes of a cooldown there, if you keep it alive and kind of work with it here, you can make it last really long. I've already got another bullet storm back up too. I've got 3 of them on the ground. And, oh, I guess this one's empty, but still one on the ground and another one in the tank. Alright, gotta pull that lever now, wherever it is. Where are you? Right there, okay. Alright, let's go to the encrypted hard drive. Bulletstorm. Can we hit it again? We sure can. And just like that, that charger will be done. You can literally just hold left click on this weapon, the Bulletstorm. It's called that for a reason. I'm gonna use this last clip to kill this guy. Pick the one. I could probably even just use it on this guy. Yeah. I hear you. Make that little hissing sound. It's very distinct to them. They're all coming from this direction, so I am definitely running there as soon as I can. I see a check mark, a question mark rather. That means they are there. Okay. Get out of my planet, please. Thank you. I don't often crouch against bugs, but sometimes I do just for the accuracy in situations like that, where I want to be hitting kind of... with this weapon, I feel like you can just aim for the head if you really want, but I prefer to aim for, like, crouch and aim for the lower body on those guys. It kills them, like, just as quick almost, and they don't even get to bother about the speed boost they get. I don't know what's is technically correct. I'd have to do some math on which one's faster, honestly. Whether, like, shooting head kills faster or shooting body kills faster there. Oh, they're gonna see me for sure. Maybe not. Oh, okay, no, they did. After the stealth update, by the way, something people really don't take advantage of is how stupid the enemies are. Like, really, actually, like if you crouch immediately, if you see people kind of start to notice you, oftentimes even if you're pretty far away from them, you're just not gonna draw their aggro. Even if you don't have the stealth armor on, it's quite nice. Like, to use mid-combat, just running around walls like this to lose them. It's better against bots, of course, but let's keep track of your movement, right? Right now, I don't even know if they know where I am. These guys do now. Alright. I feel like that was a pretty okay barrage. I could have maybe put it a little bit, like try to group it up and like drop it on that nest there just to clear that nest out. I don't always do full clear. It really depends on my mood. I will try my best to do a full clear, but worst comes to worst, I'll just try to extract. It's my philosophy anyway. Not every match is going to be 0 deaths all the time. I would be disappointed if it was. Perfect timing, I guess. Man, I need to try Giga Grenades out more, but not a good showing for them. They're just something I haven't really messed with too much. Well, we at least get a kill back on that guy, which is okay. That's pretty funny, though. Alright. I do drop it too, which is nice, even without the perk that makes you drop it. Full ammo. For full stocks. Okay, let's go do this objective. And you're dead in a second. Fuck your faceplate. Well, Storm kills those guys so quick. Like, literally, if you just aim in the general front still for the joints, like... I know they're changing it back, but for any of you who are playing the game in the few, like, 5 days before the patch, if you really are struggling, literally just, like, grab a machine gun of sorts and, like, aim for center, like, lower center mass on those guys. Like, you'll kill them. You won't even touch the faceplates. I swear. They're still one of the easiest enemies in the game. I have heard arguments saying that invalidates like medium pen, because now it's like, okay, well, why would you bring medium pen here? Like, what does that benefit you? And I that actually is another reasonable argument I hear, but I still believe it's fine if bugs are the light pen front. Medium pen front should be the bot front. That feels more like it makes sense. Let's go clear this. Okay, you go there. I need to remember this drive. I'll be carrying that the whole way here, and if I forget that, I'm going to be so upset at myself. I'm just going to toss a resupply here, just kind of be an expectation that I'm going to need it to fully close all these holes. Just because as a solo player, it's much harder to close a whole bunch of bug holes with the amount of explosives that you're allotted. Especially on the bug front. Like, you know, you can get away with, like, running any other... or a lot of things that can kill bot fabricators from the side against bots, you know, recoilless and all that good stuff, because they just have generally fewer. And you can kill them from anywhere with weapons like that, but against bugs, there's so many holes. You just have to have more explosive count, that's all that matters here. It's really hard to, for that regard, it's really hard for me not to bring grenade pistol, actually. Which I will say is, I don't think it's a fault of the game, actually, because it's not really intended for solo play. I understand. It should not be balanced around me. I am pretty far away from my resupply. In fact, I might die here. Alright, swapping out to the other weapon that kills things. Finally. Okay, I'll use my primary if you insist. Oh, I'm gonna die. I've been too far in there. Maybe. Maybe not. You can juke bugs, even if you're in the middle of a lot of them sometimes. You just have to know, like, kind of where they're swiping. See? Lower center mass, right? Crouch, lower center mass, right? They just die. I know I'm sweet. Like, people were also saying, like, okay, well, people don't post examples of, like, giant swarms coming at you and you killing them, and, like, I don't know what you're expecting. Like, that's a pretty giant swarm, and, like, zero issue with those guys. Like, the only reason I almost died is because I literally dove right into a whole group of them. It's also important, like, when you're playing this game, especially if you're playing solo and trying to, like, genuinely improve at it. Literally just analyze what you did wrong in every interaction. In that interaction, what I did wrong there was dive for my bullet storm. I should have relied more on my main primary. The risk of me diving into that group there was way, 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 way worse than just like backing off and taking the fight at a distance. Now I've got the advantage of a sandstorm here actually, which means I can kind of walk wherever I want in pre-position. They'll probably hear this explosion. Maybe? But I do see a couple more eyes around here. Well, not really. They kind of wandered off. Oh, where's that last bug hole? Ah, there you are. And that's a medium cleared. Let's go for you. So we'll go bap, 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 bap. Something like that. I'm definitely not going to get all the question marks on the map. That's just not feasible for me. Acknowledge your own skill levels as well. Sometimes you're just, as a solo, you physically don't have the time to do it. If I have like stuff like Warp Pack, sometimes you can. I would recommend Warp Pack. It's really hard for me not to play with something like Warp Pack or Jetpack in solo, just because covering more distance just means you can do more. And as a solo player, not having the other 3 people that are covering distance in different areas really reduces your time limit in the match. So even if you could kill everything, you just often run out of time. Okay. I feel like this is a pretty okay napalm, because the next time we're fighting a dude is down there, so we just toss the napalm there, back off. They'll probably call anyway, so that'll be a good spot. Yep. This is perfect for me. Now, did I call it a bit too close? I might have called it a bit too close. I guess some people don't die there. There's a question mark there. Or is there? No, that's just where I was. I am realizing, by the way, I did forget this, so I'm actually going to take this nest, go back, grab it, maybe grab that back, and then go down. It's not too big of a detour, I just have to remember to do it. I just forget to do those in these missions. Okay, we are just out of range of that. This is perfectly placed, actually. Oh, an impaler. Oh, an impaler. Thank you, Orbital Napalm Barrage. Very cool. Let's see. Probably just... this time. I believe in myself. There we go. I don't need to go in there. It's full of fire. I guess I should have called my resupply earlier. That's what I should have done right now. I do have a full bullet storm, but there is a swarm right next to me, so I'm just going to toss this here so I can take care of them, since I'm planning on staying. Let's take this resupply. And do that. Ooh. Oh boy, I did not see you. I should have looked a bit more to my left. Alright, well, I don't think they're going to call on me right now. Just a bit before they can again. So I'm fine to just take out this swarm if I'm quick about it, instead of trying to run from it. Okay. Honestly, I probably should use like a grenade there. It would have maybe gotten one more grenade from me here. It doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna grab this and go. That is another plus about playing solo.
Tagging map.
Over a negative, which is when you call the resupply, they still give you 4. So just be as greedy as you want, really. I often leave 2 for myself, though, because you never know. Like, for instance, in this situation, if I didn't have a resupply, well, now I'm going back here anyway. I could just come back, grab a resupply, go down, if I had conserved one. But I was pretty good with that. I've seen people do runs of this game, and eventually this is kind of what I want to work up to, where they do, like, no damage, no stims. I might be fine doing no stims, maybe not no damage. But not yet. That's kind of what I want to work up to, maybe with this series. Who knows? Alright, we have a yellow there, which I will pick up and grab. I'm endgame, so there's not too much for me to have there other than super credits, really. And maybe metals. Well, I probably should have... Yeah, I'm trying to hit this guy's butt. Yeah, another king that I brought here, the gas guard dog, by the way. Totally altering this charger's course of direction, exposing himself, which allows this weapon to then murder him. See? Gas is good. People say gas is bad. I don't know who you are. Gas is really cool and awesome. I need a bulletstorm. I need a laser turret up there. Maybe I could toss that a bit higher on the hill, maybe. Could also toss my napalm here. I do kind of want to... do I want to? Not really. I think this is fine. It's a lot of hunters, which is a bit worrisome. But it is just hunters, and I have a bulletstorm, which is so good against these guys. It's a little silly. Die, corpse, die. I'm just gonna finish this one off on this guy here. Okay. And I will not forget to pick up that case right there this time. Ah, metals! There we go. I'll have the mechs in no time. I ended up grabbing the missile pistol instead of the mech, first of all. And it was fun. Oh, I guess I don't need that. I need this. But anyway, yeah, it was fine, except... I don't know if I really like the missile pistol. I'll have to try it a bit more. I think it's more of a... I do think it's more of a bot weapon. I haven't tried it against bots yet. Because I hear it can one-shot Holtz, especially if you just blind fire it. When I say blind fire it, by the way, if you hold R and swap between the modes, you can swap out of the track mode on that weapon. Of course, you can also bind that to a key, a hotkey, which is in your settings, and I recommend you do that if you have not done that already. Minus B, minus the B button, which I have moved. I moved my taunt key, made more sense to me. TF2 player. Whoa, boy. Yeah, I should have heard you. In fact, I did hear you. Coming to the left there, I should have reacted to it. How'd you like to taste of freedom? It could have killed me. Even though I killed them all, I could have died, and you have to acknowledge that that was the mistake you made in that fight, right? So... Okay, so... we need to grab this. We go here. Got about 20 minutes on the clock. Making pretty okay time, honestly, for all what we've hit up here. Alright, next one here. So we will toss kind of a laser sentry up there. Ah, that bounced. That's a bit rough. That's still an okay spot for it to go, but I would not be usually happy with that. Oh, I missed that. He like ducked it. That was kind of wild. I don't know why you're standing still, but I am going to take full advantage of it. The bugs can be abused by my enemies, they can be abused by me too. I need another bulletstorm. That bulletstorm not killing was a bit rough, because I used my bulletstorm to kill him instead of now having been able to grab one. So that is the downside, is if you missed that in some way, which I did. I missed it. You're in hot water. This is a lot of hunters. In fact, I'm kind of in trouble. That's a hell bomb. I think that's my new plan. That is my new plan. Alright, new plan. Thank you. Very cool. Alright, nests. 1 nest. 2 nest. Nope. 2 nest. 200 explosions kill those guys. I need to go back. I'm so stupid. I need to go back and grab that. All the hassle here. I almost forgot about it. There are a lot of fires coming in, which means, since I haven't seen them all game, there is definitely a nest. And it's pretty close to here somewhere. kind of spam a bit. I know those guys don't see me, but they will. And I have another bullet storm here, so I'm just gonna use this on them. Right over there. Oh yeah, there. Perfect. South, which means we're gonna move these guys around. Use one stim here, because I got a broken one and I'm out of stamina. It's worth it, just to get the stamina sometimes, even though I was mostly healed there, because look at that distance, right? So now I can literally just, like, if I wanted to, I haven't even got a sandstorm if I wanted, but I'll just toss an napalm there, because I hate them. I hate them with the burning passion. They all must die. By the way, none of those guys saw me until my guard dog alerted them, which I'm fine with. I'm not planning on doing stealth this round, but I could have, literally just because of that sandstorm. This was a mistake. This was a mistake because I did not vault that. A little bit of a bug there sometimes. Recent one that Arrowhead does need to fix, which is that sometimes it's hard for you to vault over stuff currently. So if I could have vaulted there, it would have literally saved, well, like, me a hit or two, which is a bit of a shame. Anyway, look at this. Because of the nerf there, I was able to kill those guys before they called with this trident. If they weren't nerfed, they would have called on me, and that would have been so bad for me. Not even bad, just different, really. This is actually the spot where I should have used the napalm. I should have used the laser sentry earlier. It's probably what I should have done. But I hated those guys, so, you know. Alright, I'm calling this right here because, I might have missed it a bit. We'll see. I'm trying to break that gate with that. In fact, it did work. So now I have a bullet storm and I've broken the gate because of it. Like, people really underestimate the value of just having a thing that falls from the sky and lands on the ground. And with a bullet storm being 60 seconds, which I'm pretty sure is like one of the fastest strategy call-ins in the game for this sort of thing, like that's so powerful. I should not be here. I got a little too greedy for that storm again. I didn't need to do that. In fact, here's another resupply called in the same spot to accomplish the same goal that I mentioned earlier, which is to break that gate, but I don't need to, there's actually a door here. It's fine either way. I didn't see it. I'm tossing Giga. Mostly because I'm literally about to get a resupply anyway, so there's no reason not to. And that was a situation where a Giga was better than a Thermite, which is good and important to think about. Because I was considering bringing Thermites instead for this loadout. Already I got another bullet storm, so I'll call it here, just in preparation. Okay. You can die, no, you can die. Gas Dog doing absolute work here, by the way. I legitimately think the Gas Dog is one of the best stratagems to bring against bugs, like, ever. Like, yes, I would like to confuse at melee range the faction that likes to go into me at melee range. And also slow them now. It's really good. Hot Dog is good too, of course, but even Arc Dog is good. All the status dogs are good. I love them a lot here on the bug front. All of them got buffed. Honestly, I think Arc Dog is probably the worst of them now. For solo, it's a bit better. People don't like to bring it in multiplayers because of its reputation, which it does kill your friends, by the way. Don't be worried about that. I don't know which direction this turns, so I think we just go this way. We listen for the beep. I picked the wrong direction. Oh, I did. Right. Whatever. We're there. That's all that matters. Click. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. There's a swarm there. My resupply is over there. But people really need to learn to abuse the map geometry, by the way, as well. Once you kind of realize that you can basically step anywhere that your tiny little feet put you on, the maps open up to you a lot. That little dive there I did was one little trick I've found from this particular generation. Okay, we're good. So we got 12 minutes left. Oh, Storm there. I think I'm gonna fight this. I have another Bullet Storm already called in here. This is gonna be a Swarm. I have a Napalm Barrage. I think this is okay for me. So I don't have to worry about that. Also gonna call in the laser, because I think we'll be fine here. I maybe could save that for the next camp, but I think the laser will not overheat here in this situation, which means that I can potentially retreat back here and rely on it later if I need to, which is the value of a laser. If you misthrow it in some way or anything like that, it's not going to go away. It'll come back and help you later. Okay, we need to go this way, so I will grab one of these just for an extra stim. Okay, reinforced placement there. It was mostly just what I perceived to be was a
tactical asset nearby.
Was an issue there. Sieves like this are pretty hard to do on your own, honestly, when it comes for time, but I'll try to see if I can get it done. Oh, I should go to the terminal first. I've got 11 minutes left, and I've already beaten this game, so we'll try to do as much as we can before we extract. Why not? I'll make it more exciting. Let's do you and you. Then I'm not being very picky about it. It's not like you should probably, if you're trying to be optimal here, what you should do is just leave them on the ground there until you found everything that you want, and then you put them all in the order that you want, but there's a Bile Titan there. Now, I do want to be a bit quick, too, so I can't stealth too hard, but did he see me? Oh, he saw me. Yeah, I was up for a second too long there. Okay, how do I kill you? Okay, we are going to... I don't think I hit him, actually. I can shoot him in the belly, but I think the actual solution here is just get Gregorian a few times. If I can hit him. Oh god. That's embarrassing. That's a situation where thermites would be better, by the way. Giga grenades killed me twice in this game. I really want to like them, but I am finding they're not that great. I'm sure if I'd angled better, I could do it. That one death, along with this swarm here and that 10-minute reminder call, and that call right there, means that I probably have to get the fuck out of here, actually. I'll try to fight this because I have my sentry here now, but... Alright. World start.
How about a nice cup of
Any close?
tea? Say hello.
Oh, sure was. Well, apparently that works like the 500, where you want to hit it below them. So, in case you're unaware, with something like a 500, when you call it an Bile Titan, you want to make sure that the bullet in the shell goes underneath them. The reason you want to do that is because the explosion will go upward, and when it goes upward, it will hit multiple limbs and deal a whole bunch of damage. Maybe I could have waited on that hit trigger, but this will still get some kills. See, maybe I can just do a drive-by in this camp, why not? Call in another dog breath. The honest truth is, what I should do here is that. By the way, something falling from the sky also counts as an explosive for the purposes of bug calls anyway. dealing with these guys right now. I need to have grabbed one of... Oh, I do the dog breath there, but the other guy's back. Okay. That means I'm in trouble. I'm gonna use stem here and grab that. That was a mistake on my part. I should have done the other way around. Of course, I didn't think to toss something in the hole till later, of course, but that's why I was saying it now, so you remember later, right? Here's another outpost. See if we can get this on the way. I might just toss a napalm here and back off, and then... Yeah, I'm gonna need to do that. Well, I would if I survived. Bit of a shame, since I also just... Are you just, like, humping me there, bro? Alright, well, that didn't kill this guy. However, we have a butt. And an open leg. Alright, okay. I got one more bullet storm here. Another benefit to the bullet storm, you just like find them. They're everywhere once you start tossing them around. Well, the napalm did its job at least. I got 2 more lives, so it'll be a bit close, especially since I have to travel there. This will be a good spot to show why sometimes it's nice to have this speedy armor, literally just for time killing purposes. Okay, holes need to close. Goodbye, holes. It's at this point that I could probably follow resupply ahead of me, just for the stems. Maybe the grenades. In fact, I think I will, just over that hill there. If you dive as you toss something, can give you a little bit of a boost, by the way. It's good for stuff like this, when I want to run over here and then basically use all my stamina, grab the stems, use some of the stems, continue to run, right? So, again, it's not stuff you do in like a stimless run, but in solo play, I find it's totally acceptable. You need to travel a large distance anyway by yourself, so I'm not gonna not use the tools the game gives me. That's a hell bomb. That could be useful. As long as these guys don't hit it, which it looks like they might. Wait a little bit. No, I'm just gonna hit it now. Honestly, I should be using the bullet storm here at this point, because I've got one off cooldown and a full one here. And I got some distance between these guys. This is bullet storm time. Alright. Okay. Can we go back and do that Seif now? Would that be a good idea? We have 5 minutes. I'm gonna say no, which is a bit of a shame. Might be the one thing I miss on the map this run.
Dropping a pin.
Because 4 minutes to what? I can get there and maybe clear 2? Well, I've already committed. Let's go north. Yeah, you need to die. I'm hemming and hawing here. These guys are chasing me. I probably could have made it if I was fast with it. Oh well, something to know for next time. I'll try to eventually turn this series into mostly full clears, of course. I'm more of a bot diver, so I can do those a bit better. I need to focus on killing the guys around me, not the holes. Wait. Still learning that one because it came out 2 days ago. Okay. I'll have to get my resupply up, which means I think I'm just going to toss a Giga here in that case. Just because if I'm getting a resupply anyway, it'll give me a Giga.
Deploying equipment package.
Yeah, I can just leave that there for now. This will be kind of somewhat close to the resupply, or sorry, the extract as well. Probably should have just gone and tossed this one at extract, really, but it's still fine. We have swarms all around me. That's a bit worrying. When you get in like situations like this where it's a bit hard to see everything, literally just a quick tap at the top of your map, look at the red dots, and it gives you a pretty quick outline. Like now I know that I can go this direction even though I didn't see any of them physically. And that saves my life. And also enables a sick ass napalm barrage. Alright, that should clear off pretty good spots for a sentry here too, I think. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
How'd you like to taste of freedom?
I don't get to use that stratagem too often. It's so fun. I got a bullet storm here in case any of them survived.
For prosperity!
Just a toss on. It's you. No, he's not coming my way yet. Once it comes my way, I'll toss one on instead if I can. Alright, we got about a minute left, so we probably have to go here. The end of our extract will be in a hot extract, it looks like, which is fine. Maybe I had like just enough time to do that safe if I wanted, but I'm gonna stim here. Time is of the essence right now, and I'm intending on eventually tossing another resupply there as soon as it's off cooldown. It's a pretty good defense spot too. I need to toss this quick. Nope. I'm gonna die if I do that. Stratagem code entry is so important.
1 minute remains. Disk extraction request confirmed.
Getting better at that literally can, like, you know, typing your stratagem codes quick can be better for you in situations where otherwise, if you weren't that fast, you would just die.
Pulling equipment back.
It's legitimately a skill you should practice if you can. Stuff like stratagem explore, stuff like that, or whatever it's called in your super destroyer. Would recommend practicing that. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Pulling equipment package.
Where did?
ETA T-minus 1
Hello?
minute 30 seconds.
Oh, down there. I thought there was a guy stuck in the ground. It was not. It was actually a pretty okay breach for me. You toss the laser sentry way over there, so that if they go to get the sentry, they like pop out into view that I can shoot them more, right? So, I think that's pretty okay sentry placement. I want to grab, maybe throw a gig at this guy before I do that, but if I throw a gig at him right there, I'll die. So I'm gonna do this and back off. I need to grab a stem now, at this point. Where are the stems? Stems are right there. See if I can climb up here maybe. Yep, there we go. I'm telling you, learn the map geometry. Like, wherever you may stand, you may walk. If your enemies can abuse it, so can you. I need to call in something, except I can't because we are out of time. Yeah, I should have called in a storm there. But, oh, I can call in a storm. So it's a bit hectic. I might have been able to call another one though with how quick the cooldown was, I didn't check. Alright, well, we didn't die. So, I say as a couple hunters approached me. I just in there because there's another resupply here. At this point, I know for a fact I'm going to be well stimmed for the rest of this game. Stimming there just means I don't die randomly. You never know.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
Pretty successful mission all in all. Well, thank you for watching everyone. I hope you have a great day.
Extraction complete.
See you later.
Mission 1 begin.